Hey, this is Zach Scott here. I just figured I'd drop a little tutorial out today. I figured out a neat way to do some handheld camera movement in Source Filmmaker, and I figured I'd just share it all with you guys. It's pretty simple, just puppeteering like normal, but like some people do, but it takes advantage of the fact that you can actually slow down your animation in Source Filmmaker, and a lot of people don't realize that, but there's a hotkey, which is just Control period, which will play your animation slowly, and the more you click it, the more slow it'll get. So I'm just going to quickly kind of go through this shot and do a handheld camera pass on it and just show you guys what you can do by slowing down time and puppeteering camera movement. So with your camera selected, in this case I've just made a blank new camera, with your camera selected in your proper shot, just get that all queued up. If you have a mouse that has sensitivity control, like the Logitech mice have some, or some of the Razors have one, it's a little button that changes the DPI. Those are really handy here. I like to turn my sensitivity way down when I'm doing this to kind of get just a little bit more control for the camera. So what you're going to want to do is, we're going to have to be doing this live, so you're going to want to start a little bit before your shot. So I'm just starting a little into the previous shot. And you're just going to play the motion slowly. Make sure to not try to click into the camera to puppeteer it until you're in the shot that you want to do. If you do it a little bit beforehand and jump the gun, it won't work and you have to try again. But yeah, so I'll just hit period a couple times, and now I'm just comfortably going. So I'm just going to, yeah, so I'm just going to kind of follow him. Frame him up. Yeah, and what was that? Oh, that was cut into the next shot. And so you can see I pretty quickly did that. It didn't quite come out how I wanted. But I can do some corrections to it. But you see that looks really choppy at regular motion. But it's also nothing that a couple of smooths can't fix. So I can kind of squish those curves down, and now it's just nice. It's not bad or anything. I'm actually going to do that one more time just to kind of keep better composition. I want to get this guy more in this spot and dog more big in the background. So I'm just gonna restart, zero everything out in the curve, yeah. And I'm just gonna do that one more time just because I'm a bit of a perfectionist at things. So again, Control period to go slowly, knock my sensitivity down. That's what it was. I forgot to change my sensitivity. Yeah. So with the sensitivity lower, well, yeah, there we go. So just get him right in the power spot, and car. It's a little different still, but yeah, it's... Yep. And so that's much nicer. So if we kind of go through that, yeah. See, even without smoothing that out, that looks pretty great. But I'm going to go ahead and smooth it anyway. So yeah, so just squish those curves down. Splat, splat, splat. And so we got everything looking nice. So we got some basic handheld movement, but we can take this even further. So let's say I'd got this shot and I want to put a let's go with a pan. Let's go with a pan right. And so I want to start over here and then end up over here. So I'm just going to, with the whole shot selected, just kind of offset everything over. Well, yeah, offset everything over. And I'm going to, yeah, so the whole shot's kind of been offset. Nice. I'm going to bring the handle in to the end, because I want to, no, bring the handle into the start, because I want to start on the right, or on the left. And then just drag out your fade handle, and this will just additively apply whatever we do here. So we don't lose any of our nice motion when we do this. Yeah. So I just want to start off with him in maybe a spot like that. So I got that lined up, but I can still pull it back just because of the way the fade handle works. So now we got a little bit of an orbit. Yeah. So we still keep the same movement that we did, but we can add additional movement on top of it nicely. Yeah, cool. And so the last part is how do we get focus on this? And that's just, again, simple motion editing. So go to display and show the focal plane so that we can actually see where it is. You're also going to want to take the focal distance slider range and remap that. So if you right-click on any slider, basically in the set of sliders here, you can remap their range. So I'm just going to make this, let's say 1988, just because that was a good year. I'm going to take everything in the clip, just with Control A. I'm just going to bring the focus in about to his head. You always want to have whatever the main thing in the scene is in focus. In this case, obviously, I guess that sounds stupid, but yeah, in this case, the gun and the eyeball, and then I'm going to go to dog. So that's pretty much good on the gun, and then for dog, we kind of push out to him here on the curve, so pull this out and get a fade. So at that point, I want to, just holding F, push that out to dog. Yep. So we'll have a nice kind of rack focus out to dog, and everything will be fancy. Yep. Nice. All right. Cool. So I'll just render that out and put that up so you guys can see it. I hope you learned a quick little way to get handheld camera work in your stuff, and I look forward to seeing this in all y'all's films out there. Peace.